Good morning students. Today we will going to start a new chapter, rational numbers. Okay. So we have learned about natural numbers. Natural number starts with 1, 2, 3 and so on. And next we learned about whole numbers. Whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And next we learned about integers. Integers means both negative numbers and positive numbers including 0 will be there. And again, if you see these type of numbers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, these are all fractions. Right? You know these numbers are as fractions only. But we are giving the name as rational numbers here. Rational numbers. Specific definition is there for these type of numbers here. Fractions. That is fractions. These type of fractions will be called as rational numbers. How can you define these rational numbers means? Okay. If the number is in the form of p by q, that is in the fraction form of p by q, okay, where q not equal to 0, where q must not be equal to 0, then these type of numbers will be called as rational numbers. Why I am specifying q not equal to 0? What happens if q is 0? P by 0. Anything by 0 means that is meaningless. Okay. So, p, whenever we are talking about fraction means denominator must not be equal to 0. So, the numbers in the form of p by q where q not equal to 0, those type of numbers will be called as rational numbers. Okay. In the rational numbers also we have positive rational numbers, negative rational numbers. Positive rational numbers means you can have plus sign in the both numerator and denominator. Also you can have minus sign both in the numerator and denominator. These type of fractions will come under positive rational numbers. Positive rational numbers. Okay, you can have both. You can have positive sign in the both numerator and denominator. Also, you can have negative sign in the both numerator and denominators. These type of rational numbers called positive rational numbers. Now we'll come on the negative rational numbers. Means either you have negative sign in the numerator or positive sign in the denominator. See, you can have one positive sign, one negative sign in the numerator, and you can have positive sign in the denominator. That time your result is negative sign only. That's what. See, and 4 divided by minus 9. So you can also have like this. These type of fractions will come under negative rational numbers. Negative rational numbers. So what are positive rational numbers means? You can have both numerator and denominator. In numerator and denominator, you can have both negative sign and you can have both positive sign. Okay. Whereas come to negative rational numbers, you can have one negative sign and one positive sign. Okay. So these type of numbers will be called negative rational numbers. Okay. And the next, equivalent rational numbers. The next topic is equivalent rational numbers. What is this meaning here? You have seen equivalent fractions. That means when you get equivalent fraction here, if you divide any fraction 2 by 3, if any fraction with any number, that means whatever you multiply here, you have to multiply with that number only in the denominator also. That time what you get here? 4 by 6. And next see 2 by 3 into 3 by 3. What you get here? So whatever I am doing in the numerator, I am doing the same thing in the denominator. 2 into 3, 6. 3 into 3, 9. Now multiply 2 by 3 with 4. So 2 4s 8, 3 4s 12. Like that, if you multiply with the same number in the numerator and denominator, you will get some fractions here. Those are all come under equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions. So this is equal. These all fractions are equal to 2 by 3 only. Okay. So by you have to use non-zero number. That's all. Okay. Whatever you do in the numerator part, you have to do that same thing in the denominator. Suppose if you are multiplying with the 2 in the numerator, you have to multiply with the 2 number only. That time only you get whatever fraction you get. That is equivalent fraction of the beginning number. Okay. So this is equivalent fraction of this one. Okay. Suppose here I am multiplying with 3 in the numerator. So I want to multiply in denominator also with 3. That time whatever the fraction you get here 6 by 9, that rational number you got here now. So that is equal to this one only. whatever your basic rational number. Understood? Suppose if I take the number here, rational number 16 by 24, I want to reduce this one. So this is a bigger fraction, that is bigger rational number only. So I want to reduce this one. How to do? Find out the common factor of this rational number. What is the common factor of this rational number? You can say 4, you can say, right? So divide with 4. So 16 divided by 4, whole divided by 24 divided by 4. Whatever I am doing in the numerator, that the same thing I am doing in the denominator. Okay, here I am dividing with 4. In the denominator also I am dividing with 4 only. 4 1 time, 4 4 16. 4 1 time, 4 6 24. What you get here? 4 by 6. Again, you can also reduce this one. So observe this one with 2. Divide with 2, 4 by 2. Divided by 6 by 2. Do with this one, 2 1 time, 2 2s. 2 1 time, 2 3 times. What you get here? 2 by 3. And by reducing this fraction, what you are getting here? 20 by 4 is equal to 4 by 6 equal to 2 by 3. So these are all also equivalent rational numbers only. By reducing also you can get equivalent fractions. By increasing the given rational number also you can get the equivalent fractions here. Understood? Okay. Here, but the thing we are doing here is we are multiplying with the same number here. Here we are dividing with the same number. Okay. So that means what you have learned, whatever you are multiplying with which number you are multiplying in the numerator, with that number only you have to multiply in the denominator also. Here whereas come to this one, with which number you are dividing in the numerator, with that number only you have to divide in the denominator also. That time you can get the equivalent fractions. That is these are the two rules here. Understood? See what are the rules? Once again I am writing here. P by Q. Whatever you do in the numerator, you have to do that one in the denominator also. Let us come to this division. If you divide the P with M, you have to divide Q also with M only. Understood? These are the two rules we have. Very important rules we have here. Understood? Now, form of a rational number. What is this one? Standard form of a rational number means a rational number which have a common divisor as 1. Okay? So that means common divisor none other than 1. See here 2 by 3. So common factor, is there any common factor for these two? No, only 1. Only 1 is the common factor, right? So with 1 is the common factor. That time these type of rational numbers will be called standard form of a rational number. Okay. So whenever a rational number have a common factor, common divisor, none other than 1. Okay. Whenever a rational number has a common factor 1, common divisor 1. Whenever a rational number has a common divisor 1, that is none other than 1, only 1. If that type of rational numbers will be called as a standard form of that particular rational number. What is the standard form of this rational number? Means this one. Suppose 16 by 24 we have. You can convert this one, right? 4 4s, 4 6. Again, you can also do this with a 2 table. 2 2s, 2 3s. Again, it will be converted into 2 by 3. So again, where is the common divisor of these two? Nothing is there. Only 1 you can say. That time, this is the standard form of the given rational number. This is the standard form of the given rational number 16 by 24. 2 by 3 is the standard form of the given rational number 16 by 24. Understood?